Hi, everybody. My name's John Howard, and I'm President and CEO of BrightBridge Credit Union.
And I'm Michael Ostrowski, President and CEO of Arrha Credit Union in Springfield, Mass.
And this is the Common Corner. We play well together. Okay, so my turn. I hope this one's oriented towards you.
And this is the Common Corner.
Okay, so this is yours. The comment is, this is totally insane. I just ordered new checks with the name BrightBridge on them, and now this. So for members, good news for you. You do not have to change your checks. Your BrightBridge checks will stay BrightBridge. The name is remaining BrightBridge. Even the members of Arrha Credit Union do not need to order new checks. Their Arrha checks will work for the next 20 years. Think about previous mergers. If our Bridgewater Credit Union members still have old Bridgewater checks, they still work. It's the routing number on the check that enables us to continue using those checks, and we never retire the routing number. So you can use those checks for 40 years if you want to. Keep the checks, the name staying the same, and your check will always be used regardless of what the credit union is.
And that's what I've said to my members also, that it won't have any effect on you. However, if you really like the colors of BrightBridge's new logo and everything, get the new checks. All right, I got it.
Okay.
I love the team that I see every week at my local branch. I hope the team doesn't change. The team will not change. It'll be the same people that you see every week that you go in there, and those are the people that you trust. And banking is built on trust, and we want to make sure that that happens. When John and I initially started talking, we made sure of that in our agreement, that the team was going to stay together in Arrha and BrightBridge.
Yeah, and from BrightBridge's perspective, team means everything. Our vision is to be the greatest place anybody's ever worked and the greatest place anybody's ever banked. And the only way this can be the greatest place anybody's ever banked is if our team feels is the greatest place anybody's ever worked. And so we focus and filter every decision we make through that parameter. And so yes, also as a BrightBridge, we're a great partner for folks that we partner with and we merge together with. And one of our commitments is we don't lay people off. That's very important to folks. They need to know that they're safe and secure for the future. And we'll always be that kind of partner for folks. I am a longtime member, so I trust that these decisions are made with the best of intentions. And that is absolutely true. Mike, we'll share back some thoughts on this. And so, we wouldn't make a decision to merge with a partner or partner with another credit union unless it was the right decision for both. When Mike and the board of directors from our credit union and myself and our board of directors started speaking together, it absolutely made a great strategic decision and a great strategic value to the credit union that we both partner together. From BrightBridge's perspective, the teammates over in Springfield and Northern Connecticut are phenomenal people. I've met them multiple times. They're outstanding people. Mike is a great leader of a credit union, knows so many people throughout Springfield. It's just a great credit union. And so from BrightBridge's perspective, now if you're out in Springfield, you have a branch right there that you can bank with. And the same is true from Arrha's perspective. Mike, you want to give your thoughts there?
Yeah, it was a wonderful relationship when we first started talking, because we can enhance everything that BrightBridge is now doing or has been doing. And so when you put those things together, everybody benefits. And that's always the good point in doing these things.
I hope he keeps getting the harder ones.
Oh, these ongoing mergers don't sit right with me. Why so many? What is the purpose of another merger? Well, John, I've seen through industry that if you don't grow, you die, right? Mm-hmm. And so when you're looking to continue to move forward, there's a metric that you need to have, on size in order to continue to do well and provide these services and stuff to members. And so when you're doing that, the mergers help accomplish that in a quicker fashion.
Agreed. And something for everybody to realize, because a lot of folks don't, mergers have been happening in the credit union industry since 1969. There's been a huge growth in the number of credit unions from 1930s to 1969. And in 1969, we reached our peak as an industry. And there has been a steady consolidation of credit unions since then. The number of credit unions back in 1969 was close to 24,000 credit unions. Now, closer to 4,500 credit unions. So these are happening regardless. There's always opportunities for partnerships. The reality is just there's more credit unions or financial institutions in each one of our communities than are necessary. Plus, the cost of regulation, the cost of technology keeps going up, makes it more and more difficult to provide the services to our members that we need to keep providing. So in order to continue to gain that scale, to be able to keep providing great services and technology to our members, these strategic partnerships are constant. Each year, about 100 or 200 credit unions merge with other credit unions. It's going to keep happening for the next 15 or 20 years. That's just the reality. So it's just a part of the industry situation where we're going to end up 15 or 20 years from now with the number of credit unions that we have, and that's going to stay steady thereafter. But right now, it's a partnership. So let's go ahead and grab the next question. What am I getting out of this merger? What are the benefits? Well, that's a great question. And it's different answers based upon whether it's a BrightBridge member or if it's an Arrha credit union member. So from a BrightBridge member, there's several things. One, as we continue to grow in through partnerships, we're able to gain scale so that we can continue to be efficient, to provide lower fees and try to drive fees down so our members are paying less and less. Second is, if any one of our members go out into the Springfield area or Northern Connecticut area, there's now a branch there for you to do your banking. You don't have to come back over here or just rely on your cell phone. You have a physical person that's a teammate of ours there, and that's where these partnerships constantly gain benefits to our members. Mike, from your perspective?
Yeah, with the Springfield area, joining a larger credit union like BrightBridge gives us so many opportunities. There's so much investment that you have to make in technologies and what have you, that you need to keep up with everybody in the surrounding areas. If you don't, you start to slide backwards. We don't want to do that. And this merger with BrightBridge allows us to stay on the top notch. And it also allows BrightBridge to jump into another territory in Massachusetts and continue their upward slide on how they can benefit the members. All right, next question. Is this merger happening because we weren't financially sound, or was it a strategic move? That's a great question, because everybody starts to wonder what's really going on behind the scenes.
Agreed.
And so strategically, yes, it's strategic for both institutions. BrightBridge increases their space in Massachusetts. We gain a bigger partner in providing services. So when you put those two together, you're building it in such a way that you're financially more stable as you move together.
Yeah, agreed. Both BrightBridge and Arrha are very strong, financially strong institutions. No issues there whatsoever. Strong capital ratios, strong earnings, strong across the board, strong teammates, strong product lines. It's really a great strategic decision. From Arrha's perspective, for example, for Arrha members, now when they come to Boston, when they come anywhere within the eastern part of the United States, or Massachusetts or southern New Hampshire, they have branches there now. So, they're not just in Springfield area. Now they have across Massachusetts. So strategically, it makes for a very, very great decision. We'll grab another one. We're gonna have to get a shallower cup. It's getting deep in there. So, next question.
This is a long one.
Somebody has writer's cramp. The credit union went from being a small credit union in Bridgewater that cared about their members to an out-of-control mega credit union that only cares about money. Wow, not even close to being accurate, and I'll explain why. From a credit union perspective, our members own us. We're a not-for-profit organization, and everything related to us is related to our members' experience. We are not oriented towards making money. We don't continue to grow or continue to expand our field of membership or our branches or partner with different credit unions because it's a money-driven decision. Our balance sheets just merge together. Nobody buys the other one. There is no acquisition in credit unions. It's just a true partnership, a true merger. And in the end, what the focal point is, how can we add more services to our members? How can we add more locations that our members can do their banking? How can we make it a greater experience for our members? It has nothing to do with money whatsoever. And that's not just for BrightBridge or Arrha. That's for all credit unions around the United States. That is very much a credit union cultural thing.
All right. Getting down there, John. Another long one. Why do I get the long one?
You know how to read better.
All right. Since joining, I've been through 3 different name changes. RTN, Merrimack Valley Credit Union, BridgeWater, BrightBridge. Now potentially something else. Will the credit union stay as BrightBridge? Yes, it will stay as BrightBridge. From the Arrha perspective, it'll be Arrha Credit Union doing business as BrightBridge for a period of time. And then at some point, it'll merge into all BrightBridge.
Correct. And from BrightBridge's perspectives, as we continue to do mergers or partnerships in the future, which we will be continuing to do so because that's what the industry is doing. If we're not a participant, then we're going to be a victim of it. The process is that will remain the BrightBridge Credit Union name. So when you see these things happening, it'll remain that name. And by the way, the BrightBridge was not a merger. It was a name change. We had different names in different regions. We had to bring it all under one brand, and BrightBridge is the name. So it's still the same organization. There was no partnership related with that, just a name change.
And at the end of the day, the last name is Credit Union. We're all family.
Amen. So everybody, thank you so much. That concludes our comment corner. Mike, thank you so much for being here and helping to answer questions for everybody.
My pleasure, and it was my first comment corner, and I loved it.
I loved it too. We banter back and forth awesomely, so looking forward to doing it again.
Perfect.
Awesome. Thank you, Mike.
Good job.
Cheers. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Hi, everybody. My name's John Howard, and I'm...
All right.
Hi, everybody. My name's John Howard, and I'm President and CEO of BrightBridge Credit Union.
And I'm Michael Ostrowski, President and CEO of Arrha Credit Union in Springfield, Mass.
And
this is the comment corner.
I forgot I did this instead of this. Hi, everybody. My name's John Howard. I'm the President and CEO of BrightBridge Credit Union.
And this...
No, and I'm Mike.
And this is the comment corner.
and I'm Mike Ostrowski.